get up on the hill. Golden rocket, slam, dunk, uptown, Seattle, got down.
All right, Homie the Clown, have a good one, man. Thanks for the bump back. I appreciate it. Homie the Clown, have a great week coming up, man. Danielsan, Tucson.
Audio, check, check. Audio. 1, 2, 3, check. Audio, check. Audio, check, check. Audio, check. Audio.
This will be on 10-4, PC Master. I'm going to get this junk out of here too, man, and 4th of July wave your way. Mr. PC Master, 521. We'll put it around and so buzz it around Oregon and up to the left.
Well, I'm not quite so sure what Mother Nature is doing right here, but I am going to put a little bit of this up in here one time. In the wonderful world of sound, radio station, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast, undermodulated beast, right here, right now, Brayton.
Mr. Slam Dunk in Seattle, got down.
Well, I heard slam dunk around Seattle on the side of the beam. I heard Danielsan out there talking to Homie the Clown a little bit ago. And Mother Nature appears to be dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping a little bit here and there. Motormouth Mouse definitely got down.
Hey, Golden Rocket, it ain't no cat nigga mess. Golden Rocket, your buzz it around Oregon and out to the left.
I may have to turn the antenna up north, I think, to buzzer.
Get your Golden Rocket one. And that riot, TC Master, no doubt about it. No, I thought you was Golden Rocket, but TC Master, you had my radio that time, so I got to talk to you. Good afternoon to you, TC Master. You're buzzing around Oregon to the left. Oh, what do you say? I had the 4th of July right there, going in here. Well, everything goes swell and well. Yeah, now, you said it. Over here, that foot good. TC Master, no doubt about it. I can't make it mine. I'm going to have to speak at you, man. But that duck shit 809 coming in and just said, hey, buzzers. Good Lord in the quarter. TC Master, I'm going to give my cat making knees in the breed, man, because you know how it is. 809, cut that shit out. 809, your buzzers around Oregon to the left. Hey, man, that's what you take care, man. I'm going to go check on that lead, man. I'm going to kind of do it now. Do it up on that hill. And now, right here, TC Master, no doubt about it. 809 keyed again, man. That can't make it just...
Hey, PC Master. Ask Buzzer when it's hunting season, when it's bird hunting season. Hey, PC Master, ask Buzzer when it's bird hunting season starts. Hey, PC Master, ask Buzzer when it's bird hunting season starts. Slam Dunk want to know. I'm gone.
Yeah, it's really hard to say what Mother Nature is doing right about now. It's really hard to say what Mother Nature's got up her sleeve at the moment. Motormouth Mall stepping, they got down.
Buzzard when bird hunting season starts, I just want to know. Slam dunk up in the corner, clear.
Hey there, Slam Dunk. Hey, Slam Dunk, what's going on up there in the corner of the break? Don't get back on, Slam Dunk. Radio station Motormouth Mall, working this small mall. Right here, right now.
Man, I'm gonna say he waved a 75 at you, man. That's how it was. Extra 5 minutes. Go back on across the street to the point of you. But I don't slam dunk it. Just went by. He finna get out of here, no doubt about it. Hey, so now you buzzing around Oregon, and I'm going 79 good now.
I hear buzzard. I hear buzzard out there on Oregon. Buzzard up there in Oregon, Slam Dunk out there around P.O. Town. A whole bunch of big stations dipping and dabbing. Motormouth Mall right here, right now. I'm stepping.
I'm on the modulated, outdated Pacific Northwest station. Bird Dog and Lady Bird Dog, and that's how I did it. Just like
A Bird Dog, I heard you roll up in there and you did it like that. Hey, Bird Dog, what's going on up there, Brayden?
Gone, sure is. But I have to leave you, man. I have to leave you because that 809, they keep it down. One duck buzzard, and I'm to the left now. Good day.
outdated Bird Dog radio, and I got it wrong.
I got Bird Dog up in there about 3 and 5 S units. I got Buzzard in there about 3 to 5. And Buzzard's talking down to 809 and a few others down there, so I don't know, Mother Nature doing some of that dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping and bucking-weaving and shucking and jiving. That's for doggone real. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast, undermodulated beast. In the middle of all of these conditions, got down.
No doubt about it. Let me put a little audio into my radio. It was a little bit low. Under-modulated, outdated station up here on top of this nation. Bird Dog and Lady Bird Dog, and I gotta get my backpack and my pants and get out there to the Pacific Northwest.
Danielsan, I'm looking at the northwest corner. I think I'm talking to Bird Dog, but he hasn't yet stated Motormouth Mall. He's talking about the undermodulated, outdated station out there he's talking on. But I haven't yet heard him say Motormouth Mall, and I know that Buzzard is talking down there to 809. So anyway, and I heard you on the back corner of the beam. Hello to you right there, right now. Danielsan around Tucson, Arizona. Motormouth Mall, working a small mall. Got down right to bring.
No doubt about it, Motormouth Mall.
All right. Well, I wanted to get in there and wish you
No doubt about it, Mall. The West Coast. Under-modulated beast, no doubt about it. What are you doing, you natural born nasty up here? I won't jump up and down no more. I don't want to break an ankle, and you know.
I can do, so I'll do that while I'm listening. Hey, Motormouth Mall, have a great day.
10-4 there. Hey, Danielsan, I just rolled my phaser over to you. I can't believe you can even hear me. Hey, Danielsan, what kind of a copy do you have on me right now?
I got about 7 S units of you right now. 7 S units of you right now. But I turned off my pure signal and turned on my diversity. So I am using my diversity right now. So I did kind of use that to pull you in.
And that's what I'm doing over here. I got the big beam pointed north. But I'm using diversity right now to pull you in. I could pull in more the northwest corner if I wanted to. But yeah, I got you all up in here. It's pretty trippy.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, it's fun. It's a fun thing. I'm still kind of trying to get used to it. It's like, I don't know, kind of weird. I've got different ways of doing it too. So
That's enough here.
beamform.
Motormouth Mall, Dunk is quiet.
Yeah, multiple receivers going and pan volume.
I heard you, Dunk.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to read up on it more to know exactly what I'm doing, man. But I got the gist of it.
Roger, I keep turning up the other direction there. I keep turning up the northwest corner. I heard Slam Dunk say Motormouth Mall. So I guess they can hear me up there on the northwest corner. And I guess you can hear me down there on Tucson, Arizona. You know, it's really funny. I was going to make some marks over here on these knobs. You know, I got 3 knobs to play with. The auxiliary gain and the main antenna, and then the phase. And then they got a switch button for 180 degrees out of phase. And I thought I would switch, put some marks on there a little bit, on some masking tape or, something. And there's no two things are the same. And for every situation, it's different. It's not all about directionality. It's about what you cut out, So I didn't want to put any marks at all. I just figured I don't even look at the knobs. I know which knob I don't touch, because that's the time relay. And I don't even need that, or I don't want to touch it because it doesn't do any good. But there's 3 other knobs, and I don't even look at them. I just talk and listen. And I just grab a knob and turn it until I hear what I want to hear, and talk where I want to talk, and so on and so forth. And it works pretty good there, Big.
Hey, I heard it the other night when I was watching your when you were using it, and it works really well. I'm using it over here. It's a little bit different. I don't have knobs. I got to click and point and do that kind of thing. But yeah, same principle, and it works really well. I've been pulling in signals everywhere. A lot of stuff I can't talk to, but I can hear it really nicely.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, I was half tempted to go spin the antenna around and look at you, but if I don't need to, I won't. If it's full quieting and in there all by itself, I won't do that. Let me know if you need me to turn the antenna. But yeah, I hear you on the point and click. A little bit different than the actual analog stuff, but the end result is the same.
Yeah, it is. We come out with the same thing kind of there. So yeah, I've got my Moxon on one receiver, and then I've got the Serial Gain Master vertical on another one, and yeah, using them against each other and with each other and all that. Yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah, 10-4. I did the same thing, except for when my beam is selected to the big antenna, that routes the little beam into the shack, and then the little beam and the extra 5/8 wave come to a switch box. It's one of those DOSI test centers that has vertical or horizontal or both, or auxiliary. So I can switch between which sense antenna is vertical or horizontal. And then I've got the main antenna, could be my transmit antenna on a 5/8 wave or either of the 2 beams. So I've got 3 beams to choose as transmit, and I've got 2 antennas to choose between diversity. So, we talk about a lot of power at your fingertips.
You got to keep track of all that, or you might not know where you're transmitting.
10-4 on that. Well, I figure I'm transmitting where I'm talking, and you come up in here full quieting like that, and I hear it. Let me play back a little bit of what I've got over here. I don't know if you've got the ability to do recording and playbacks right now, if you got everything all set back up again, but check this out.
It is. We come out with the same thing kind of there. So yeah, I've got my Moxon on one receiver, and then I've got the Serial Gain Master vertical. You got to keep track of all that, or you might not know where you're transmitting.
That was me turning the knob. Here's another example of me turning the knob. Here, check this out. I think this will be right here, maybe.
Hey, it's fun. It's a fun thing. I'm still kind of trying to get used to it. It's kind of weird. I've got different ways of doing it too. So
Listen up here.
Beamform.
Small donk is quiet.
Yeah, multiple receivers.
Now I did that by not just letting him roll in. It was by me turning up to him. So yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, I like this. This is just taking radio to the next level. It's fun.
Seeing a slam dunk. I'm going to the garden and get this mold out. I'm back out.
Yeah, I was trying to get a recording there, but it didn't quite work out. Okay, by the time I got I had my cables disconnected because I was still testing some things, and I got them connected, and I got the tail end. But I got to get my other channel open here. Yeah, wasn't prepared because I was moving things around again.
just taking the
Yeah, that was the end of it right there. So.
Well, I'll give you a little bit more audio here. Just ought to do you a little bit better right about this 1036. You got your cables all dialed in, and yeah, there should be some pretty bodacious audio there, Brayden.
All right, let's see if this works going back the other way now. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. Let's try it.
This ought to do you a little bit better right about this 1036. Cables you want it in, and yeah, there should be some pretty.
Not quite the conditions we had the other day when we did that really nice recording, but yeah, hopefully it's going back through nice.
Oh yeah, well, tell you what I'll do. Let me go move something really fast. I'll be right back. Give me about a minute.
All right, I'll be waiting. Danielsan, Tucson.
I hope you can't find what you're looking for, motor mouth. You say you're going to move something, you'll be back in a minute. I hope you can't find it so you can't move it.
10-4 on that, Golden Rocket, and 10-4 on you too. California Wolf, Baker Man's back, eavesdropping. Bye.
Danielsan, I don't know if that makes any difference. I'm hearing Mexico rolling in there a little bit.
Yeah, that made a difference. Holy wow. Holy, is that a word? A saying, holy wow? I know they say holy cow. Yeah, you jumped up there big time.
Yeah, that'd make a little bit better recording for you anyway. A little bit more audio. And hopefully it's got plenty of bottom end. I've been messing around with it a little bit there, playing around with some of the bass. I didn't want it to get too over the top, but at the same time, I want to make sure you had enough bottom end up there on your neck of the woods. I mean, I've got more to roll up in there if I want more, but I think it gets a bit over the top there. Anyway, Danielsan, motor mouth balls, stepping in. Might not be a matter of adding any more bass. It may be a matter of taking out some of the highs, so I'm not sure quite what it needs right there, but Danielsan, motor mouth ball, your West Coast undermodulated beast right there. Right now, I took 630 down to 0, and I took 2K down a little bit. See what that does. I'm back out.
All right. Hopefully I got the same kind of conditions going back that way. Because, wow. All right. And in the beginning of this recording, you'll hear yourself kind of fade in and fade out. That's me playing with the diversity. That's not conditions. Just to let you know. So I'm going to... Uh-oh. I forgot which one I recorded on. I think it's this one.
It'll make a little bit better recording for you anyway. A little bit more audio. And hopefully it's got plenty of bottom end. I've been messing around with it a little bit there, playing around with some of the bass. I didn't want it to get too over the top, but at the same time, I want to make sure you had enough bottom end up there on your neck of the woods. I mean, I've got more to roll up in there, a lot more, but I think he gets a bit over the top there. Anyway, Danielsan Motormouth Balls stepping in. Might not be a matter of adding any more bass. It may be a matter of taking out some of the highs, you know, so I'm not sure quite what it means right there, but Danielsan Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast right there, right now. I took 630 down to 0, and I took 2K down a little bit. See what that does. I'm back out.
And that's what I got right there. You heard what my station heard.
Wow, I like it better with that 630 down there. That made a big difference. Holy cow. Yeah, it just really, it brought in some of the heaviness. You know, it probably changes quite a bit on the, narrow band receiver, but on a wide band receiver like yours, getting rid of that 630 really helps a lot, I think.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it. Here's a little bit more for you.
Heaviness, you know, it probably changes quite a bit on the narrow band receiver, but on a wide band receiver like yours, getting rid of that 630 really helps a lot, I think.
And there you have it. Always sounding good, man. But yeah, it does sound good, and yeah, the recording doesn't lie.
That certainly is true. Yeah, I got a recording on my end here of that one. Check this out real fast here. This is out actually on a full complete Watergate. That's going to be, you know, I can post, but check this out.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it. Here's a little bit more for you.
Heaviness, you know, it probably changes quite a bit on the narrow band receiver, but on the wide band receiver like yours, getting rid of that 630 really helps a lot, I think.
And there you have it. Always sounding good, man. But yeah, it does sound good, and yeah, the recording doesn't lie.
That's certainly, there you go. Yeah. No, that's not too shabby there. Not too shabby at all. I appreciate that. I don't know what kind of conditions there are out there right now as far as other people are concerned, but right now you're way up here, about 9S units. Big, huge hammer, and working really, really good out here. So whatever's going on now is a good thing. And I'm going to take the 20 hertz all the way down here. I don't know what 20 hertz was doing up all the way up. I had it all the way up high. I'm going to take 20 hertz down, see what that does. And maybe just possibly, that might let me pull 63 up in there a little bit more. It's either going to do that or it's going to get muffled sounding. So here, I'll put up a little bit more 63 up in there, right about there, up to about plus 3 dB. See what 63 hertz does for you, the break.
All right. Well, I recorded all of it, so I'm just going to play it back. I'm just going to play it back and let you decide what you want to do with it. So, here we go.
What kind of conditions there are out there right now as far as other people are concerned, but right now you're way up here, about 9S units. Big, huge hammer, and working really, really good out here. So whatever's going on now is a good thing. And I'm going to take the 20 hertz all the way down here. I don't know what 20 hertz is. I had it all the way up high. I'm going to take 20 hertz down, see what that does. And maybe just possibly, that might let me pull 63 up in there a little bit more. It's either going to do that or it's going to get muffled sounding. So here, I'll put up a little bit more 63 up in there, right about there, up to about plus 3 dB. See what 63 hertz does for you, the break.
And there you have it. That's what I just got at my station. So I'll be sending that to you later so you can scrutinize it, and then you can decide if you like the 63 in there, the 20 down, or whatever. That'll be up to you. You know, I always tell everybody, set up your station the way you like it, not the way everybody else likes it.
That's exactly right. That's the right way to do it, because if you ask, you know, you could ask 10 people the same question and you're going to get 11 different answers. You know, it's ridiculous. So you really got to do what you like to hear. And, I like it better. I think the 20 hertz might have been muffling it up a little bit when I tried to apply more 63 up in there. Because, I don't know what the curve is on this. I'm using a classic EQ right now. And I'm not sure what the roll-off is between bands. I'm not using a parametric, so I don't have control over that. And so whatever the roll-off is, when you've got 63 up there and you got some 20 in there, you got a whole lot of, 50 and 40 and 30 up in there too. So I rolled 20 all the way down and rolled 63 up a little bit more, and that probably just made it a little bit heavier on your end. That's what it sounded like in the Watergate, in the playback anyway. It just sounded a little bit heavier. And, I think that's the sound I'm looking for on your receivers, to get just a little bit heavier sounding, not boxy or muffled, but heavier. And, without getting too far over the extreme on a regular receiver,
Oh, I hear you. And I got that recorded. I missed the first, 20 seconds, but I got most of that recorded here. And, should I play it back? Yeah, why not?
Because, I don't know what the curve is on this. I'm using a classic EQ right now. And I'm not sure what the roll-off is between bands. I'm not using a parametric, so I don't have control over that. And so whatever the roll-off is, when you've got 63 up there and you got some 20 in there, you got a whole lot of, 50 and 40 and 30 in this up in there too. So I rolled 20 all the way down and rolled 63 up a little bit more, and that probably just made it a little bit heavier on your end. That's what it sounded like in the Watergate, in the playback anyway. It just sounded a little bit heavier. And, I think that's the sound I'm looking for on your receivers, to get just a little bit heavier sounding, not boxy or muffled, but heavier. And, without getting too far over the extreme on a regular receiver,
Over here. And then, while I'm keyed up, I think I'll try this real quick. See what you think of this here. See how this works out.
Hey, 420, that's our mom. Call us. Hear another mud duck sounding like I sound. 420, your northwest corner mud duck, and I'm to the left.
I hear buzzard rolling up in there now. Look at that. I'm picking up a little bit of buzzard. Yeah, that sounded pretty good, man. That sounded good. I got, let me just see here. Let me pause this. Buzzard roll up in there. You hear that squeak? That was buzzard circling to the left out there by radio a little bit. And, it sounded good. By the way, one thing I noticed, your highs are really nice and crisp, and there's no in the background. There's test. They have a real nice, distinct, crisp high to them now. I don't know if you can tell that on the playback, but it definitely sounds good. A classic EQ right now.
Oh, while I'm keyed up, I think I'll try this real quick. See what you think of this here. See how this works out.
Hang on.
Oh, while I'm keyed up, I think I'll try this real quick. See what you think of this here.
I don't know if that shows exactly what I'm hearing, but the highs sound crisp and clean, and there's no sibilance issues, so it sounds real good to bring.
Making these in the breeze show is 420, your northwest.
All right, yeah, I was shooting for that because once I found that database the way I found it, like I explained, and yeah, that cleaned up. And I went back to the 27 because it's got more highs in it than the PR40, and it worked out. It's working out. I'm pretty happy with it, and I think the low end is still about the same. But I did want to try something new on my bottom end, so I hope I'm getting in there. I'm going to open this up here real quick and change my profile a little bit. Right here. That should have given it some more bottom end on me. I'm hoping it did. And I wanted to see it tonight on your video there. I wanted to see what this sounds like. Maybe get your opinion too there, Motormouth Mall. I'm probably getting stepped on too, so I'm trying to talk a little bit more so maybe you can get a little piece of me in between everybody else. You know what I mean?
I like it. It did get a little bit heavy on the bottom end. Maybe I would say possibly for a regular receiver it might be too much, but let me play this back real fast here.
Right, yeah, I was shooting for that because once I found that database the way I found it, like I explained, and yeah, that cleaned up. And I went back to the 27 because it's got more highs in it than the PR40, and it worked out. It's working out. I'm pretty happy with it, and I think the low end is still about the same. But I did want to try something new on my bottom end, so I hope I'm getting in there. I'm going to open this up here real quick and change my profile a little bit. Right here. Just giving it some more bottom end on me. I'm hoping it did, and I want to see it tonight on your video there. To the 27 because it's got more highs in it than the PR40. I wanted to see what this sounds like. Maybe get your opinion too there, Motormouth Mall.
Yeah,
I'm probably getting stepped on too.
It got over the top
a little bit more.
Stop. It got too much bottom end. Yeah, it got pretty heavy. I think that might have been a step in the wrong direction there, Brig.
All right, it's not a problem. I went back to the other setting real quick. Not a problem at all. I was just playing around with it, trying to get, thicken it up a little bit. And that's what I came up with. But it's hard for me to tell what's really, bottoming out over here. But yeah, I appreciate the playback. Danielsan Tucson.
And that sounds good. One more playback here.
All right, it's not a problem. I went back to the other setting real quick. Not a problem at all. I was just playing around with it, trying to get, thicken it up a little bit. And that's what I came up with. But it's hard for me to tell what's really, bottoming out over here. But yeah, I appreciate the playback. Danielsan Tucson.
And that sounds good. There you go. Yeah, it sounds real good. Real nice over there. Man, oh man. Absolutely incredible. Why can't every radio sound like that?
Oh, thank you for the flowers there. Yeah, but you're not too shabby yourself, man. And all this sound is because of you and, what you were doing back in the day that got me back interested in it again. So, yeah. This is all you, man. So, yeah, pat yourself on the back. I wish I could shake your hand again. Anyway, Danielsan Tucson.
Roger. Well, soon, I'm sure. And, yeah, you definitely got it sounding perfect. Let me drop my carrier down here. I don't think I need all that up in here. I have a sneaking feeling I don't need nearly as much as I have up in there, so I'll run that down like that a little bit, and it should sound a little bit smoother. By the way, I'm working about 80% positive peaks. Yeah, let me turn that down to about 100% positive peaks right there. There's 100% positive peaks and about 98% negatives right there. And then I'll roll the positives up a little bit here for you just to get to back where it was there at about 180, and you can hear the difference. Negative peaks are still sitting right at about 98%. They're big.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Check this out. You can hear it. You can hear what you're doing.
Down like that a little bit, and it should sound a little bit smoother. By the way, I'm working about 80% positive peaks. Yeah, let me turn that down to about 100% positive peaks right there. There's 100% positive peaks and about 98% negatives right there. And then I'll roll the positives up a little bit here for you just to get back where it was there at about 180, and you can hear the difference. Negative peaks are still sitting right at about 98%. They're breaking.
That's obvious to me. I don't know about everyone else that's listening, but that's obvious to me. Wow, Motormouth Mall, that's really cool.
Right, sure. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here if I take this to the extreme. I don't expect anything good, but I'm going to drop the carrier down, and I'm going to run the negatives down here back to 100% or 90% or so with the carrier down. Then I'm going to turn the positives up a little bit higher, and it's not going to sound very good down here. It's not going to sound good at all. That's 300% positive. I never talk here, but that's 300% positive peaks. And it does not sound good, at least not on my receiver. So, and then there's the carrier way down. It's going to be about 400% positive. Let me turn the negatives down here some more. That's 400% positive peaks. That's horrible. That's just absolutely horrible. I'll go back to where 100% is. Here's 100%. Let's see here. There's 100% right there. Right there is 100% positive peaks and negative peaks. And then we'll go to 180. Right about here is 180% positive peaks and 98% negative peaks. Anyway, there you go. Danielsan Motormouth Mall, stepping with total control. I got down.
You said it. You said it, Motormouth Mall. You got total control. And that was obvious. You could hear it through the whole thing, man. I'll play it back for you, too. Listen to the total control. And I appreciated it a lot. Once you did all of that and you went way up top like that, and then you came back down to 100%, listen to it there at 100% and how clean it is.
To the extreme, I don't expect anything good. But I'm going to drop the carrier down, and I'm going to run the negatives down here back to 100% or 90% or so with the carrier down. Then I'm going to turn the positives up a little bit higher. And it's not going to sound very good down here. It's not going to sound good at all. That's 300% positive. I never talk here, but that's 300% positive peaks. And it does not sound good, at least not on my receiver. So, and then there's the carrier way down. It's going to be about 400% positive. Let me turn the negatives down here some more. That's 400% positive peaks. That's horrible. That's just absolutely horrible. I'll go back to where 100% is. Here's 100%. Let's see here. There's 100% right there. Right there is 100% positive peaks and negative peaks. And then we'll go to 180. Right about here is 180%. 98% negative peaks. Anyway, there you go. Danielsan Motormouth Mall, stepping with total control. I got down. Yeah, there you go. I think that answers the question there as to what's best, 300 or 400% or 100 or 125%. And I think the answer is clearly 100%, 125% probably is the hot ticket there. So that's where I'm going to leave it, right up here. Let me turn the carrier up a little bit more and get that same 100% at about 6 kilowatts. Oh, check. Let me get a little bit more audio up in there, right there. Hello, test. Okay, there you go. That's doing it at pretty much full tilt right now. Yeah. Maybe a little bit, 110% positive peaks or so. The break.
All right. I got a little bit of that recorded here, so I'll play it back for you. Wow, man. Very cool.
15.5%.
About 6 kilowatts. Oh, check. Let me get a little bit more audio up in there, right there. Hello, test. Okay, there you go. That's doing it at pretty much full tilt right now. Yeah. Maybe a little bit, 110% positive peaks or so. The break.
There we go. That's what I got over here. And it's all within the, I'm set at 10 kilohertz bandwidth, and it all looks like it's within that.
For keeping it between the lines there, 10 kilohertz, not too shabby there. Well, I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think it's working about right, and it's happy. Like I said, the driver can't do anything more than what I'm really doing, so anything I do here, I've got to get any more positive peaks, I got to sacrifice carrier. And two things happen when you sacrifice carrier. One, your hammer gets smaller on the receiver, so noise gets in. And two, the diode detector and the receiver generally doesn't like to deal with too much on the asymmetry. If you've got a synchronous detector, of course, you can take that to the limit. Whatever that, there's no limit. But yeah, otherwise, you pretty much got to stay between the lines, everybody.
Well, you should at least try to stay in between the lines. I remember teaching us that in elementary, coloring, plans.
5 R&R got down right there.
Anyway, but yeah, it sounds good, man. Here we go.
To get any more positive peaks, I got to sacrifice the carrier, and two things happen when you sacrifice the carrier. One, your hammer gets smaller on the receiver, so noise gets in, and two, the diode detector and the receiver generally doesn't like to deal with too much on the asymmetry. If you've got a synchronous detector, of course, you can take that to the limit. Whatever that, there's no limit. But
You tell Skip to scoot over. Scoot over, Skip.
There it is. That's what I got. Hope you got it.
10-4, I did indeed. The northwest corner roll up to my radio again. Not much, but a little bit. They're creeping. But Danielsan, it's definitely a pleasure getting to hear you up in here again today. I was wondering if the skip was going to roll in. I was busy working on some other stuff, and I got to freeze some rust. So I got some stuff working on my behalf over there across the field, about 120 feet away. So we'll see how that does. Mixed up some acetone and transmission fluid. So we'll see how that works. And otherwise, yeah, got the Molzoid radio I was working on. I got that all done, packaged up in a box, ready to go to UPS tomorrow. So that'll be on its way out. And yeah, things are looking good, man. Had a good time yesterday over in a park down at Nohoe Falls, south of here. Went to a SCA event, medieval reenactment stuff. And had a good day down there, and then came back up here today. So anyhow, Danielsan, Tucson, Arizona, Motor Mouth Mall, it is under modulated mall. Got down right there, Brady.
Roger that, man. Yeah, it's been a wild trip on the skip today, man. I wasn't able to talk to anybody, and then all of a sudden, boom, here you are, just slamming in there, dropping the hammer into Tucson, man. Yeah, always sounding grand on the band. But I should probably get out of here, man. I still got some chores I got to do, and when I heard you, I was like, all right, let me see if I can even get to them. And I appreciate it.
For that Motor Mouth Mall Station, 560.
Take care, man. I'll send the recordings a little bit later. Danielsan, Tucson.
Check for the Danielsan. Yeah, I switched the knob over a little bit to the northwest corner. Yeah, while you were keyed down, and I could hear somebody calling me from the northwest corner. So I'll let you go and get your chores done. And yeah, no pain, no copying, Jan. With the diversity set up here, I've got you in here rock solid. I can choose to leave you. I did the last key. It wasn't, when you hear this on the gate, it was not Mother Nature. Check this out. Watch this.
Yeah, it's been a wild trip on the skip today, man. I wasn't able to talk to anybody, and then all of a sudden, boom, here you are. Just slamming in there and dropping the hammer into Tucson, man. Yeah, always sounding grand on the band. But I should probably get out of here, man. I still got some chores I got to do, and when I heard you, I was like, I'm not sure if I can even get to them.
For that Motor Mouth Mall Station, 560.
I'll send the recordings a little bit later. Danielsan, Tucson.
So I heard the heterodyne happen. And when I heard the heterodyne happen, I reached over and grabbed the knob and turned it. And a 565 rolled up in there, and then I rolled back over to you. But, yeah, interesting how that works. All right, then, Danielsan, take care. 7-3. It's good to hear you up in here. Always a pleasure with the double measure. Yeah, we'll catch you a tad bit later on. Motor Mouth Mall, waving and stepping. Hello up around the northwest corner. I'll turn the antenna around if I need to, the break. Motor Mouth Mall, stepping.
All right, Motor Mouth Mall. Take care, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Danielsan, Tucson. Bye-bye.
10-4. Bye. Bye-bye-bye. Go ahead, northwest corner.
What's up, Daniel? What? What's up, Daniel?
Nope, I didn't get the northwest corner come back, so I guess that was a Mother Nature oddity to bring.
Hey, Motormouth, Terry Sanchez, waving his arms. Hello to you, Motormouth Mall. R&R in the corner, breaker.
R&R, what's going on, man? You smoking, as usual? Sound real good. I had to turn the diversity setup up there to look up there on the northwest corner. I was looking down into Tucson there, big.
410, man. Yeah, I counted a couple times. I was like, either I ain't got conditions or something's going on. But just had to slide in there real quick, man. I heard you as I was on my way through the radio room. Gave me a chance to take a break.
Roger, got you peeked up in there now. I'm glad you took a break out there. And, man, you got a hammer out here. Good audio, big hammer, the whole 9 yards. You got it going on, man. Hope you have a happy 4th of July coming up around the bend there, Break.
Oh, yeah, man. I think we're going to head down to the beach. Spend the 4th of July with 7 million other people. I don't know, the wife's into that. So, got to make her happy, you know.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, Roger, and got to make the XYL happy there. And it sounds like a fun thing to do. Ain't no doubt about that. By the way, check this out.
Oh, yeah, man. I think we're going to head down to the beach. Spend the 4th of July with 7 million other people. I don't know, the wife's into that. So.
7 million other people. Yep, AAR&R. Why you smoking?
410, man. I do appreciate those gates. Like I told you before, the wife says, oh, I see why you spend the money. Little secret to be known, I'm getting ready to spend some more money. That's just a local secret.
Roger. Well, you know, that's, doing it right and buying the good stuff is what it's all about. The payback is huge when you hear the fidelity and the big, bold, full, rich sound, and not just on receive, but transmit, you know, everything. It just, I don't know, it solidifies that what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Rationalization for buying such good stuff to bring?
I didn't get it all, 270. Yeah, I guess that along with knowing the right people, that's all. I'm sure to Goldfinger 045 down here in Oregon. That's the only person I let touch anything. Or I do it myself. But I don't do much of it myself anymore.
Well, you know, Kurt knows what he's doing all right. He's got a appreciation for what's going on out there and what needs to happen to make things happen properly, and he gets the job done. So it's all good. You got the right guy up there working for you. He knows his stuff there. Ain't no doubt about that, Brady.
Hey, Motormouth. She said call him on the 21 and get on my...
Oh, speaking of the boss, here she comes. I just picked her up a new automobile. We're going to go take her down and get her washed up and prettied up, and so she can be happy.
Roger, when'd you get her?
Oh, new to her, I suppose. Her car was sitting out front and got rear-ended, so we took the insurance money and went and she got a 2008 Chevy Trailblazer. So if we're going to get something, we might as well get something that'll tow the boat so we can take the boat and the trailer at the same time.
Yeah, Roger. Wow. What a trip. Well, that's a good thing. You got what you needed. And what you need is more important than what you had to bring.
Oh, you don't even know. That thing. That car was sitting out there. I was ready to just call up one of them scrapper guys and have them come and get it. And the next day, the guy was teaching his kid how to drive, and unfortunately, he rear-ended it. Never even touched the brake.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope the kid was okay. I hope the kid and his father were all right there in the other car, you know. But at the same time, yeah, it's... Oh, man. funny how things happen. You know, I remember I was getting a ride to school way back when I was in junior high school, and a high school kid was driving, and I thought I would hitch a ride from him to the bottom of the hill. We lived up in the Medical Canyon, up in the Santa Monica Mountains, and so I got in the car with him and two other guys, and he was just got his license, and he was driving this big old, I think it was a Mercury Montego or something big white boat. And he didn't judge the side of the car very well, and he sideswiped some car going down Westridge. Of course, we were all late for school, and he was all bummed out. His parents were a little bit upset, and anyway, he never steered away, reacted, hit the brakes or anything. He sideswiped that car clean right past it. The brake.
Oh yeah, it happens. It's like the wife last night. She was parking her new ride, and she's like, "I got to get used to this. It's a little different getting next to the curb." Time will do.
Oh yeah. Practice, familiarization. Did I say that right? Anyway, very cool. Well, glad to hear you got the new vehicle all dialed in, and you're gonna go get it purdied up and washed up, and yeah, good deal. Ready to take it down to the beach there for 4th of July.
Yeah, that's the plan. I drive a Yukon XL, so it cost me $60. Oh, very nice. Pile just on fuel.
Oh yeah. Fuel part, that's an interesting situation there. Man, fuel's getting expensive down here. I just picked up diesel for the truck, for the Jeep. And it was like $4.05 a gallon for diesel.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're like $2.60, $2.70 a gallon for diesel down here.
Dang. It's almost worth it just to drive up there, buy the diesel, and come back down here to break.
Yeah, load up them jugs and go for a roll, no doubt about it.
Maybe, to incorporate a little bit more carrying capacity, maybe even fill the tires full of diesel. I mean, heck, on a tractor, they fill the tires 2/3 or so full of water, right? Yeah, what if you filled your tires full of diesel? You have to put a bleeder valve on it so you can get them all the way full. No room for air, so you don't have a balancing issue. And fill them all the way up. And purge them so that there's absolutely no air in it, and fill them with, 40 pounds of diesel. 40 pounds per square inch of diesel. And you could probably fit about, 40 gallons in each tire. They're big.
Yeah, at about half price, it'd be worth trying. I know I'd grab me all the 55-gallon drums I could, and it didn't take that much to get up here to Oregon. I heard, Wendy, you might make it to a breakfast, or was that just some BS?
No, I'm going to be up there. The 2nd, I believe it's going to be. Yeah, the 2nd, the morning of the 2nd. Or is it the morning of the 3rd? Tuesday, I guess. It's probably going to be the morning of the 3rd, right? I don't have a calendar in front of me. Where the hell is the calendar? Oh, well, I don't have one in front of me. It's in Watergate mode. Anyway, yeah, I'll be up there.
4:10, man. Well, I will show up. I will shake that hand, no doubt.
Well, it's your deed. Yeah, we'll definitely keep in contact on the way up there. Been keeping in contact with 469 over there, Tiny, and Bad Whiskey. So yeah, we'll be up there in that neck of the woods for sure.
Good deal. Yeah, that Tiny's pretty good fella. He's an alright guy, man. We ain't got nobody out here that works on radios anymore, so he slid right into the right opportunity.
Roger D on that. Well, between Goldfinger and Tiny, and I'm not sure who else is up there doing radio repair work. Probably not too many others. Yeah, that's, Coiley's doing antennas. But, yeah, very cool. Yeah, you slipped right into a good spot. It's always good to fill a niche. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you put my hand in yours up there and eating some good grub. And, yeah, look forward to it, everybody.
14, well, if I don't talk to you before then, I will then. I got to keep Mama happy.
Sounds good. All right, catch you later on. Double R, Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping. Have a great day, and, yeah, we'll catch you before too long. Motormouth Mall, got down. I think I'm still looking down toward the east. Interesting.
Hey, Motormouth.
What's that there, Break? Somebody said, hey, Motormouth Mall, then they had a whole earful of, bleed over that sounded like it was in Spanish.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, who are you talking to?
Well, let's see here. I'm going to guess that's Slam Dunk. What's going on there?
Oh, it ain't too much, man. Just sitting back here listening to your key down there, man. You got a hammer up here.
Well, that's just a fluke. Hey, Slam Dunk, that's just a fluke, there, Break.
I don't know. It's a good one. Hey, Motormouth Mall, it's a good fluke, man. Because, hey, the eyes don't lie there, for 10. We're back.
10-4. Yeah, Mother Nature being kind. I was out there earlier for a little while trying to talk to Switchblade and a few others out there, and I made it in there a little bit here and there, but Mother Nature really wasn't in my favor. 300 CC 809 63. Man, they had Mother Nature. I mean, they had Mother Nature. I was looking at my Richter scale. Everybody was down between 3 and 5 S units. And I know darn well they had each other jammed up jelly tight up there, man. So I got out of there. I did it at Watergate anyway, so people could hear what they sound like. I like to post those Watergates. And then the Northwest Corner started rolling up in there. And then Tucson, Arizona rolled up in there. And then the Northwest Corner rolled up in there. So, man, I tell you what, I've been dipping and dabbing and bobbing and weaving and shucking and jiving over here on this end, trying to keep up with Mother Nature, the break.
Yeah, I was sitting back listening to your talk show. I heard when you played that, that key down with Switchblade. You played it back so he can hear it. I'm like, good Lord. I turned the beams on, and put my beams on the east side, and then all of a sudden Cali come rolling back up in there. I'm like, good Lord, I couldn't make up my mind on what I wanted to do, man. But, I've been sitting back here listening to you, man. Now, you still got a big hammer up here.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, I ain't the only one with a big hammer, because you got to hear what you're doing down here. Check this out real fast.
Yeah, I was sitting back listening to your talk show. I heard when you played that, that key down with Switchblade. You played it back so he can hear it. I'm like, good Lord. I turned the beams on, and put my beams on the east side, and then all of a sudden Cali come rolling back up in there. I'm like, good Lord, I couldn't make up my mind on what I wanted to do, man. But, I've been sitting back here listening to you, man. Now, you still got a big hammer up here.
There you go. That's what I heard. In case you missed it. Oh, wait, no, you didn't miss it. You said it. He slam dunk, Motormouth Mall, got down.
Get right on that, Motormouth Mall. Like I said, man, I've been sitting back here listening to you do your thing, man. And then I heard California roll in there. So, Mother Nature, she's playing, I don't know if she's playing tricks on us, man, but she's showing us, man, that she got a whole lot of moves. I know that. All right, then, Motormouth Mall, I just wanted to bump it down and let you know, man, that you still got a big hammer up here, big numbers, too, in my radio. Audio is clean and clear. Take care, Motormouth Mall, dunk up in the Northwest Corner. Seattle, got down.
410. Well, I was worried because Our Lady Scav was saying that the DX might be a little bit bad, kind of in a lull and not doing real well. And to expect a couple of weeks of, or was it a week or two of not real good conditions or anything like that there. And I thought, oh no, she's usually right, And here it comes rolling up in there pretty good. Mother Nature had a little something secret, held up her skirt there, and or wherever she put it, and she got it out for us, and here it is. So yeah, I like that, man. I tell you, I take whatever I can get. So I got a good day in today, man. I had some good radio. I got the modulator radio all done to ship off. I was supposed to get it out in the mail. I think I was supposed to get it out in the mail Friday. Maybe not. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday coming up. But I'm going to get it out tomorrow, so that'll be really cool. And then tomorrow I got a guy coming by. He's up in Atascadero first thing in the morning, but he'll be coming by here after that with his truck to move the house. Get the house moved from where it is now to temporary little spot to its actual pad, and then I can get that thing started. So I'm digging on that, man. It's all good. Anyway, I don't want to tie it up anymore too much. I mean, I do, but I won't. I mean, I could. I might. You never know. Hey, Slam Dunk. Always good to hear you up in here. A pleasure with the double measure. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast under modulated beast. Me and his Clever 29 right here. Right now.
Henry, okay, dope, mighty fine motor.
Well, I guess I can't do your word, man. I'm already on. Don't got it all, that about it. That's a good thing, so I'm gonna get my German knees in the breeze, show we on. Your buzz it around Oregon. That's not a good day.
Hey, Buzzard, I just turned the knob a little bit. I heard you key up in there, and I just had to turn this little knob just a tad bit and roll over to you real quick. And Slam Dunk's got a big old hammer up in here, but Buzzard, you ain't no slouch. You sharpened up them talons, sharpened up that beak, and you swooped on in here and put the snatch and grabs on some Mother Nature debris.
Yeah, right, no doubt about it. Well, I've been hearing you talk to everybody, man. I just want to say hello to you. No doubt about it, man. I've been trying to get you with this motor. You just ain't had my way, no doubt about it. Good evening, down. Yo, Buzz, and I'm to the left now.
Cheers for there, Buzzard. Well, I appreciate you rolling up in here. Let me know you could hear me up there a little bit. It was good to hear some Northwest Corner. It was good to hear some Tucson, Arizona. Good to hear some, earlier today I had Switchblade down there. I had the Magnolia. I had the Bayou. It started off with the Green Hornet down there in the Bayou, and then worked its way on up into the Wolf Lake, and then over into Texas for a little bit. I heard $5 radio up in there, and then rolled up into Tucson and Northern California and Oregon, and back down to Tucson and back up to Oregon, and yeah, good stuff, man.
And right, Mother Mall. I got this book at you, man. Around the 4th on our first Saturday. Next month, no doubt about it, first Saturday. So, Motormouth Mall, hope to see you there, no doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, you have a great evening, man, no doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, your Buzzer. And I'm to the left now, good day.
Can't put there, Buzzard. Yeah, it may not be the actual day of the planned breakfast. It might be the day after. I forget exactly. I got to look at the calendar and the schedule, but it's not in front of me right now. But by the way, check this out.
And right, Motormouth Mall. I got this book at you, man. Around the 4th on our first Saturday. Next month, no doubt about it, first Saturday. So, Motormouth Mall, hope to see you there, no doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, you have a great evening, man, no doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, your Buzzer. And I'm to the left now, good day.
There you go, Buzzard. Hopefully I made it up on that gate. Hopefully you made it up on that gate. I know you got a gate rolling, so hopefully you made it up on top of that gate. There ain't no doubt about that. Oh, dear, Buzzard. You Slam Dunk, I heard you up in there, too, around Seattle. Motormouth Mall got down.
Hey, Motormouth Mall. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you need to tell me.
And that right, Motormouth Mall, no doubt. I said good evening and job well done today. Motormouth Mall, your Buzz it around Oregon, and I'm to the left.
Yeah, 10-4. You said to tell Slam Dunk good day, good job today. Well, you roll up in there again. I heard Slam Dunk up on there. I tried to dial him in, but your signal was a little bit more on the dominant side, and then I couldn't get one or the other that time around. I tried. Here, then I'll play that back real quick.
Hey, Motormouth Mall. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you need to tell me in that riot, Motormouth Mall, don't you? I said, good evening, and John, well done today. Motormouth Mall, your buzz it around Oregon, and I'm to the left.
And that's the way it went down right there. A little bit of each, all up in my receive. Motormouth Mall got down right there, Brady.
Good job, Motormouth Mall. Hey, Motormouth Mall, good job, man. I can't ask for that no better than that. Motormouth Mall, Mr. Slam Dunk up at Seattle. I see you. Good.
Fortune Slam Dunk, yeah, he was all up in there. It was all you that time. Hey, Slam Dunk. No, you can't ask for any better than that, man. You're smoking up in here. Sound real good, getting a good job, good carrier, good audio, good hammer down here on my neck of the woods. You did change your radio. I'm not sure what you did, but I like it. Hey, Slam Dunk, whatever you got going on right now, I like it better than that other contraption you had there, Rick.
Yeah, Tim, hey, Tim, Motormouth Mall, I just add a little bit more peas to the pot, that's all. I just put more peas in the pot. Hey, Motormouth Mall, tell Buzzard I said he must be up on the hill. If not, tell him I said go to the left. Slam Dunk and Seattle got down.
Yeah, 10-footer Slam Dunk. Well, he might be up on the hill. He might be up on a tree branch. He might be up there high up in the sky, circling to the left. I don't know where he is, but check this out.
Yeah, Tim, hey, Tim, Motormouth Mall, I just add a little bit more peas to the pot, that's all. I just put more peas in the pot. Hey, Motormouth Mall, tell Buzzard I said he must be up on the hill. If not, tell him I said go to the left. Slam Dunk and Seattle got down.
And there you go. That's what I heard right there, right now.
Oh, Mark, and that right up. Hey, real, just happy everybody. You said Motormouth Mall, man. All I got is all I need. All I need is what you want.
Hey, Motormouth Mall. Slam Dunk up here and see down. Got all the way down.
Yeah, then I'm to the left.
10-4 Slam Dunk, 10-4 Buzzard all the way to the left, and see Slam Dunk up there around Seatown, all the way down. Motormouth Mall trying to roll up in there one more time right there, right now.
That's all good. That's all fun. I was trying to get your receive.
Oh, Georgia boy, you're trying to get up in my receive. Hello to you, Georgia boy. I heard you, I did.
I'm going to get my these too. No doubt about it. You buzzing around, are you? You buzzing around. Hey,
hello out there on the northwest corner. I heard you up in there too, I did. Oh, Motormouth Mall waving and stepping.
Back.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, sounding loud and proud up here like always. Hey, Motormouth Mall, sounding loud and proud. Wish my radio sounded like that. 505 in this northwest corner back to reading my mail.
Yeah, 10-footer 505. Well, I tell you what, man, it's an easy thing to do. Ain't no doubt about that. I even know the recipe if you wanted to follow it. Hey, 505, hello to you, and here's a playback real quick here, break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, sounding loud and proud up here like always. Hey, Motormouth Mall, sounding loud and proud. Wish my radio sounded like that. 505 in this northwest corner back to reading my mail.
Yeah, 10-footer 505. There you go, 505. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping right there, right now, breaker.
Tim, rice and beans. 42-0, I was trying to get back to rice and beans. You did Slam. Hey, 42-0, you got a copy, man. I'm going to tip my hand and get on out the middle of the ray. Hello, rice and beans. Slam Dunk up here in the corner. Seattle got down.
Hey, Slam Dunk, do me a big old favor and tell Rice and Beans I did say hello down there on the TJ border. Slam Dunk, Motormouth Mall stepping. I got down right now, right there. It's an hour and 9 minutes on this Watergate.
Real good copy, 42-0. No strain, no pain, big brother. You doing your thing, man. That cat pick of Motormouth Mall is all up in my receiver, man. 42-0, 42-0. Mr. Slam Dunk up in Seattle waving at you and getting down.
And don't forget to tell him I said hello while I'm up in your radio right there. Hey, Dunk. Don't forget to tell him I said hello while I'm up in your radio. I got down, breaker. I can almost hear him in backscatter.
Good job, well done. Hey, 42-0, you couldn't have done it no better, man.
Hey, one hit, kill that slam dunk, don't try to be sassy. Hey, one hit, you kill that slam dunk, don't try to be sassy. Hey, one hit, 42-0,
Hey, tell Slam Dunk, tell One Hit, 42-0 that I said hello as well. Tell One Hit Black Judge that I did say hello, Mellow Jello, Motormouth Mall Step, and I got down.
Hey, 42-0. Hey, that's my kinfolk, man. I'm buzzing, man, trying to ride my bike. That cat took a better not let me know when bird season starts, man, because I'm gonna be out there gunning down.
No doubt about it. Mr. One Hit, your bird season. Oh, get out to the left.
We got hunt season. When is bird season? That's that cat ticker, man. He'll tell you he know when bird season starts. Take care, 42-0. Mr. Slam Dunk, Seattle, got down.
Whatever that skipper here, man. Where'd he go?